Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today on my channel I'm going to be doing a wear test and review on the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And you may be saying, Lisa, that concealer has been around for a really long while. I am well aware of that. I had one way back in the day when it first came out, and I remember I just didn't grab for it and I didn't love it, but I couldn't remember why. And everybody's been talking about it still. So I was like, I feel like I need to give this another try. Now, I am 47 years old. I do have fine lines. I do have some crepiness under my eyes. I also have some darkness under my eyes. So anything that can brighten that up is always a plus on my list. I do wear tests every Tuesday, testing out concealers, foundations, mascaras. If you have any products you'd like to see me do a wear test on, new or old, let me know down in the comments. And if you are new around here, I would love if you subscribed and followed along. So a couple key things about this product. First of all, I purchased this off of Tarte's site. I actually got it in a set with the foundation and the pressed powder. If you sign up for Tarte's emails, you will know anytime they have specials going on. They always run special deals. But this product on its own, if you just go into store to purchase it or onto their site where there's not a special, is $27. There are 35 different colors in this, so it does have a really good color selection. Now, this formula is said to be a 16-hour full coverage wear concealer. It supposedly smooths the under eyes areas and brightens it to give you a more lifted and awake look. It says it is a crease-proof formula that won't get dry or cakey. If I remember correctly, I think that was my big issue with it, is it got very dry under my eyes, so we'll have to see about that. It supposedly has a shape tape technology that is meant to smooth and blur any imperfections. And with the jumbo size applicator, it is supposed to be easy to apply. Now, my key thing I will say I remember as well is that after a few uses, this pulls out a lot of product, and you need the smallest amount of this. So I always just wipe off the edge of the actual applicator. So wiping off the edge of that is definitely an important little part for me. I don't want too much of this product. So I'm very excited to give this another shot and see if it was like I remember it or if I've changed my mind on it. A lot of times we will try something and then the next time we try it, we actually end up loving it. So let's jump right into trying this out together. Testing out a concealer that I remember testing out long ago, but everyone loves it so much that I was like, you know what? I need to buy it again and do a whole video about it because I don't remember exactly what I didn't like about it, but we will see. It is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color 22B Light Beige. We're gonna give this a try. I remember, the only thing I remember thinking is I hated the wand. I have my Tula under eye like cooling thing and my Maybelline eraser brightener under eye on. That's all I have on under my eyes. Okay, huge doe foot applicator. I remember a lot of product coming out with it. It's not bad yet. Okay, so I've also changed how I do my concealer, so we'll see. So I'm putting a little bit here and just a little bit in the outer corner. That's all I'm doing. We're gonna start with a brush, putting it on this way and see how it does. All right, I'm gonna bring a little bit on my lids because I don't have any foundation on my eyelids today. And I do like that. All right. This is not as bad as I remember. I remember thinking it was very like thick. Doesn't feel that way at all. Could be the brush. Putting it on with a brush. Looks very brightened. I mean, I definitely need to blend it a little bit with some powder. We're gonna do the other side with a sponge. I just keep wiping a little bit off as we go. It does put down a lot of product. Okay, we're gonna use the Beauty Blender sponge under this eye and actually over the eyelid. See what we think about the difference between the two. Typically, I tend to like the Beauty Blender side more. Woo! Okay, why is that so much brighter on that side with the Beauty Blender? Maybe because I put more on my, got more on my eyelid. All right, I'm gonna take this to blend this side. That is so funny. I'm guessing it's because with the product on there, I went up over my eye and my eyelashes now have it on it, whereas this one, my eyelashes didn't get any, but that is pretty darn funny. Setting, as always, I use my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, Under Eye Secret Brightening Powder, something like that. This is a new one, so I'm gonna go just under the eyes lightly tapping it on. I let it sit for a second and then I just brush off any excess. This is not bad. This is not as bad as I remember. Now let's see during the day how it goes. See, this is why sometimes you got to try products again. So I'm going to go do the rest of my makeup and then we'll come back and talk about it. So all of my makeup is now on. The concealer has set. Oh, I got a little spot right there. That was my fault. I am interested in this now. Neither side look very cakey. It'll be interesting to see how this does at the 5 and 10 hour mark. Taking a look at some swatches. So the first one here is the one that we're looking at today, which is the Tarte, and it is the Shape Tape in the color Light Beige. I think it's 22B. Next to it is the Laura Mercier. This is my favorite. It's Flawless Fusion. My favorite concealer right now. It is in the color 2C. Next to it is the By Terry Terribly Denseless Concealer in the color 3 Peach. And then the one over here is the Dior Forever Undercover in 3CR. They're all very, very similar. The only thing I will note in looking at these swatches is, can you see how much drier the Tarte Shape Tape is? These three here all have a reflective property to them a little bit, which as we age is nice. This might be a little bit too drying under the eyes, even though the color is right there on it. Looking at these swatches out here, still right there in color-wise, but can you see that reflective property difference? They're very, very similar. This one is a slight bit lighter than the other three that I typically go for. My biggest concern with this is how it is drying down. So we will see how that lasts through the day. All right, lights are off. We're gonna see if we can take a photo with the flash and see if this flashes back under the eyes or shows any reflection. All right, let's take a look at it. Surprisingly, I don't even see any cakiness under the eyes. And that was my biggest worry with this. All right, I'm excited about taking a look at this in natural daylight, seeing if this is still brightening under the eyes, see if we see any darkness under here, see if it still looks good or if it's caking at all. Here's hoping, guys. Who knows? I don't remember with this what I thought. 5 hour check-in. All right, I haven't looked at it, so I'm a little excited and a little nervous. All right. So it doesn't look as dry as I thought it was going to look. This side is a little bit patchy up right under the eye. I don't know what that was. I can see where my glasses sat down on my foundation a little bit. It's not as bad as I remember it being. So taking a look at it up close, you can see under this one, it kind of made its way, kind of like it disappeared a little bit up towards the lash line. This is the one I used the sponge on versus this one where I used the brush. Seems to be staying better. This one always stays better for me than that one. I don't know why. So for 5 hours, I'm more impressed than I thought I was going to be. I'm excited to see what this is at 10 hours because 10 hours could get very like crepey and dry. 10 hour check-in. It did better than I remember. It could be that now I use a that eye balm, the Tula eye balm, and it could be that I use a thinner brightener under the eyes. This eye did really, really, really well. This one has a slight spot right up under my lashes that has kind of creased, for lack of a better term. So if you look at it right up here, there's a very, very, very slight separation. I thought it was going to look more patchy, but it doesn't. It's not bad. So overall, I actually am more impressed than I remember being with this. I think the key as I am aging, because my under eyes are more dry and more crepey, is the fact of using that under eye balm beforehand. I think that's super important. Plus, I think the first time I tried this, I was using either the Tarte CC corrector or the Becca under eye corrector, which both of those are much heavier products. The Maybelline one is much thinner, so it doesn't cause as much buildup and it doesn't give you that patchy look. I'm pretty impressed with this and I'm shocked by that. So I think this is one you guys are going to be seeing in my rotation. Those are my final thoughts on the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. It is an oldie, but has a cult following to it. So if you have tried this product and you love it or hate it, I would love to hear about that down below. If you are new around here, I would love if you subscribed and followed along here on my channel. If you have any suggestions for products that you would like to see a wear test video on, I would love to hear about that down below as well. And as always, guys, I thank you so much for watching and sticking with me, and have a great day.